Welcome to Nintendo Land, everybody, and I am your host, Landon Strauss, with your latest video game news and updates. Today we will be looking at the brand new game, Super Mario Odyssey, that was revealed to us in the Nintendo Switch trailer. We'll be looking at all the small tidbits that you may have missed while watching the trailer, so sit back and enjoy. Well, first off here we have the town scene. New Donk City is sitting right there on the sign. And we have a sign that says Crazy Cat, and then right below it says Go Cat Crazy. We also get a small image of the road sign there. It says Dixie Street. And on the blue billboard we see a tower with moss on it that highly resembles the next stage that we'll see soon. We see Mario's ship flying in the background, and we'll get it close into the street. If you look back at the street sign, you'll see there's a question mark on the street sign, and it says one-way sign, simple New York setting, and then we'll see a taxi coming straight towards our way. On the taxi it says 1981, New Donk City. That's when Donkey Kong first came out. ND for New Donk, obviously. And Mario pops out of the manhole. You can see the stitching on his clothes, and his hair looks very live. Mario takes off running, and in the background you can see some purple coins on the risers and some coins back there on the buildings, along with fire hydrants and pretty much everyday city life. Here Mario stops, and you can see kind of a laptop in the background with the people at the table, showing how diverse this world is and how realistic it is. We also catch a glimpse of the man actually giving Mario a stern look right here. Mario jumps on the taxi and shows another street sign that says Espresso, which was one of the animal friends from the Donkey Kong Country series. You can see a small park in the background, but here in this scene, in the background, if you look, you can see Donkey Kong risers from the game that was obviously originated from. Mario long jumps from this building. You can see a beacon of light from his ship. Also, lots of grassy rooftops on the building, showing that Mario can probably get up there as well. Mario jumps from a high distance here, which kind of gives me the idea that Mario will have some type of way to float down, maybe using his hat. But also on the rooftops you can see some tarps maybe that Mario can use as a trampoline, kind of similar to Mario Sunshine's Ricco Harbor. Here we see Mario's ship, and it seems to have like a globe and lots of hat themes. Look at the door, it has a hat window and a hat light, but the globe is maybe something Mario can go to pick a world that he needs to travel to. The ship flies up, and we see kind of like a glass full of liquid along with a parasail, maybe supposedly helping the ship fly. Mario in this new world runs around and starts to roll, but if you look in the background you can see some palm trees and maybe a new little area. As he continues to roll, we see ice sculptures holding up the sand, little areas that Mario can go on, lots of city folk and more cities, buildings, but in the background we see more like a factory tower type of structure. Mario does a jump here on an umbrella and shows his first idea of a new move, which is the dive he has in this game, which actually props him up. But we can see the water fountain that's frozen here, and obviously the ice is not supposed to be here. In this scene, he's in a forest. We can see birds landing on his plane. It's just showing more of a coexistence with animal life, and some coins in the trees in the background. But right here, we see some more friendlies, perhaps, and another crazy cat sign in this tree, supposing that Mario can get some type of caps as power-ups to help him throughout the game. Here, you can see a little box or something behind the waterfall that's not too big, but Mario continues to run down. Here we have a grassy path that seems to grow as Mario runs, but in the background is a tower with a little cave that maybe he can go into. Here he dives into the river. You can almost see like a diving animation start, and some purple screws in the background that maybe he can collect as collectibles. As he goes into the water, he kind of dolphin dives back up out in a nice animation. Here we get a scene of a tower that Mario actually battles one of the evil bunnies in at the very top. And if you look at the mountains, they don't really look like mountains. It's almost like a projection on a wall. Here you see Mario long jump and lots of P-blocks everywhere as if he can trigger them. There's a beacon of light, obviously showing where else he needs to go, and some more mountains or animations of mountains. Here in the food world we see some fork people, a pair of like magnifying glasses that Mario could probably walk up to, and a bunny high up on the fruit. We see some more fork people, and Mario runs up with a turnip chasing a bunny. Obviously he can pick up turnips, but you see like a pot in the background, a hammer bro tossing pans, and some spinies flying. Here we see Mario heading off to a moon again. That planet shows up lots of times in the game. It seems just to be a moon, but it may be something more to it. Mario standing on a light pole with a beacon of light showing from his ship in the background again. And in this night scene, Mario shivers, and it actually shows the day and night cycle perhaps in different levels. Here's a giant floating pyramid that we saw earlier on in the trailer, and we'll also see later on. And if you look closely towards the bottom right, you can see the Sphinx that Mario rides across the dunes, and maybe he just left it there by the bench. And there's also another checkpoint flag. And some more triangle collectibles. Mario's jump roping here, nothing too major. Maybe he can interact with life a lot better now in this game, like mini games and stuff. But you can see a door in the background, maybe perhaps showing another crazy cap shop or something that Mario can go in as like a mini game room or somewhere just for him to visit. Here we have Mario dancing with this robot. Now we can actually get into this robot with a better picture. It almost looks like the Statue of Liberty that we have seen in the real life, how it poses with that same pose. Mario jumps into a crockpot and shows off the same burn animation from Mario Galaxy and a similar sound as well. While swimming, he has his cheeks puffed out, and it's just very good animation. Now, if you look closely, you can see something moving in the background, like a tentacle or something coming from the tree as Mario's walking away. Kind of creepy. Mario walks into this crazy cap shop, but there is some skull people hosting a shop beside it and shaking some maracas as Mario enters. Once again, probably to get some type of new cap as a power-up. Here we see Bowser's new threads as he wears kind of like a broom outfit with a nice hat, a gold symbol for him, and some silver cufflinks this time as he throws the hat. And this next scene is actually a scene where he throws the hat past Mario and it comes back towards him. Peach is wearing a different type of crown here, more of like a tiara for a wedding. And this shows off Mario's new hat move. He throws his hat and it comes right back to him. And he looks like he can actually hold it out a little longer for it to stay, and then it will always come right back to him. Here we see an area similar to the Switch trailer Mario that we got, with some gold rings that it looks like he can jump through, and he's getting chased by a bullet bill here. We also see some platforms towards the top that he can eventually reach and make his way up there. The bullet bill will chase him, he throws his hat, and without jumping, he just runs it to the hat, which flings him up, and gives him a grab to the ledge and pulls himself up, which actually confirms ledge grabbing. If you look closely, we can see another checkpoint flag, or some type of Bowser flag, which is normally a checkpoint. But up on the pyramid, we see another Sphinx-type animal that maybe Mario can ride still, or maybe it's just a statue of him, you know, to kind of show off some style. Here Mario uses his hat twirl, jumps on his hat, and it comes right back. In this scene, he jumps on this Sphinx animal that he can ride around, assuming that he can ride different things. But there's something more to this. If you look at the sign, it shows taxi almost, as if it says that this Sphinx is a taxi, and there's benches beside it as if people wait for him to ride him along. Pretty cool. You'll see 2 treasure chests, and the town is there to the right, along with Mario's ship, and a small little grassy area up above looks like he's heading to. In this scene, we see him tracking down these little zombie creatures, and it actually appears to be the little skull people we saw from the town earlier with their stars in their eyes. Maybe they're zombified now? Who knows? In this area, we see piranha plants with poison everywhere, and when Mario defeats them, the poison goes away, along with some new potted plant enemies that are pretty much pots tipped upside down. And this scene is in the desert again, where you can see these little laser areas where they shoot out from Mario Galaxy. They'll shoot out and Mario has to dodge them. In the background we see almost like a oasis type area that Mario can visit on later on. But the laser will break the bricks, allowing Mario to jump over to that platform as well. In the background we see a beacon of light with a checkpoint flag indicating that's where he needs to go, and another little laser supplier right there with a pool of poison down there on the ground that we can see briefly in the picture. Here we have some tanks with top hats that kind of shoot these colorful little bullets, and you see a poster of Bowser and Peach. We get another picture of the poster, and it says Bowser and Peach, a royal wedding. So obviously the story here is Bowser trying to marry Peach. The scene, Bowser just stomps on Mario's hat, and we get a closer look at some new enemies. But first, look at the mountains again, and it's a better scene when you can tell that this is just a projection of mountains, as if the mountains aren't really there. By the telling of the triangles, it just looks like a wall, with a projection of mountains. You can see here the new ship of the bad guys, the rabbits. This is some type of rabbit, but it doesn't appear to be any of the rabbits on the ship, as we will see soon. Looks like maybe there's another rabbit that we have not seen yet. As the rabbits pull up, we see 4 different type of rabbits. Looks like the main new bad guys. They all have a different color, but the blue one is unique because in a couple of minutes you'll see a scene where Mario actually battles the blue one on top of the tower shortly below it. So this may be a cutscene right before the battle with the blue rabbit. Here we see a bird from the food place picking up a rock and blowing it away. And once again, the blue rabbit into an initiated battle with Mario in a force field around the ring. Mario's blown away from the big bird in the food land, and then this is a quick scene of Mario running on the pyramid from the desert land. The pyramid will rise up from the ground, showing a cutscene into the game. And a giant spider robotic creature crawling up a tower, and it's pretty long, and it's almost like it's segmented. If you look closer, you can see almost like an outlet prong where it can like maybe go into an outlet and get electricity or something. Not sure, but this very big creature has tons of orbs and light tubes which it can use to probably attack Mario with. But it then pushes Mario off the tower and causes him to cut into the last scene of the trailer. So that's all we have with the analysis this time. Let us know what you guys thought, and if you have any type of comment, let us know. If you saw anything that we may have missed, please let us know in the comments. And feel free to subscribe and leave a comment and let us know what you want to see next. We may even hit the Legend of Zelda trailer.